Hey everyone, welcome back to an episode of Create with Linda. It is Thursday, guys, and it is 11:10 in the morning. Now, okay, listen. Yesterday I'm just exhausted, guys. I'm exhausted. And I'm exhausted because I chose to do what I'm doing. So it's nobody's fault except my own, but but that's because I want to do what I'm doing. And I have to realize that I am 59 now. I'm not in my 30s anymore. So whatever I do, it just catapults to, like, whatever I do to my body, I don't recover as quickly, obviously. And then I have diabetes and, I have depression and anxiety issues and all kinds of stuff going on. But that's no excuses. I'm just telling you the facts, okay? I put a lot of pressure on myself this year and every year, but more this year for some reason, to make a lot of baking goods and everything I want to give to people. And I want to be able to give freely and not say, oh, I can't give this one that because I don't have enough. I want to give everybody what I want to give them. And this year, too, it's different. My family, my extended family, which means my sisters, my cousins and stuff like that, are very much in my life again right now, and will continue to be. And I just want to give them as well. And I have nephews and nephews upon nephews upon nephews, and I do have some nieces. They live in South Carolina. My baby nieces, which aren't babies anymore. I love them. Marina, Mackenzie, and Michael. That's my brother's kids. I love all of you guys. I know you don't watch, but I love you and miss you. And then I have my sister's kids, Gina's kids, which is Anthony and Christopher. And then I have Lisa's kids, who is Joey, Nikki, Vincent, Marco, and Michael. Yes, 5. My one sister has 5 boys, and my other sister has 2 boys. And then my brother, like I said, has 1 boy and 2 girls, and I had 2 girls and a boy. Me and my brother are the only ones that had girls. So yeah. So anyway, that's my family. Anyway, I don't even know why I told you all that, but I just felt like I wanted to. So anyway, I'm getting today's Thursday, and I have Jenny's Christmas play is tonight. So it's at 5:45, and I'm the only one going. I think my sister Lisa might try to come. Not sure if she can make it, but I told them about it, and it just played by ear. I said, whatever. I told them last minute, I'm like, if you can come, you can come. Jenny would be thrilled, but if not, it is what it is. Julie comes to every single one of Jenny's plays, but Julie cannot get off work this Thursday because of the holiday, and it's just crazy. So she's very upset, and Jenny's not too thrilled, but it is what it is. You have to live your life, and you can't do everything, So Mom's gonna be there, Dad's working, Mom's gonna be there, and that'll have to be good enough. So yeah. So anyway, I have her play later. So what I'm doing right now is I'm in my pajamas, okay? I got my red Christmas pajamas on, the red pants. You guys seen these before. I have a bustier on, so you're not going to be seeing anything that you shouldn't be seeing. I know, funny, right, guys? And I have my apron on, and I'm going to do some baking. Now, what I'm baking right this minute is Julie has a very good friend that she works with, and one of her best friends. She is gluten-free. So Julie's going to her birthday party on Saturday, and Julie's like, Mom, do you think you could make me a gluten-free cake? I'm like, of course I can. So Julie got me all the ingredients that she had to get, or whatever. Mostly, I have a lot of stuff too, but I have a lot of stuff in the house already. And then I had to buy for the house anyway. So she got me all the stuff. So right now I'm gonna make this gluten-free red velvet cake, okay? But I'm coming on because I wasn't even gonna tape this. I just was like, again, getting in the zone and just gonna do the cake and then maybe tape some stuff after that. But all of a sudden I'm in here and I'm preparing all the stuff to get ready, for the cake. And the dogs are running around and they're happy and they're playing and they're wrestling and they go in the living room. And I'm doing my stuff in here, and all of a sudden, I hear a smash. And I couldn't even imagine in that second what that smash was. And I look in and they knocked down my Christmas tree. I was flabbergasted. My tree was up perfect. It was beautiful, and it's still going to be beautiful. But look at it now. I'll show you. I'm going to bring you in here. So I called Julie. Julie's the only one home. Julie came down, helped me pick it up because I couldn't even lift it up. Okay. It's all misheveled. A couple of ornaments broke. It's not even like I was gonna put everything back. Julie's like, Mom, let's just do it later. So she's right. I'm like, I'm not gonna do it now. The angel fell. Everything was off of it. It looks a mess. And here's all the ornaments. And one broke. That was glass. Other than that, I think everyone, all the other ones are here, and some of them like have the little hooks off of them. But the Christmas tree has to be all organized again, and I have to check it and make sure that the lights. You know what? Let me check the lights to see. I hope the lights are okay because these trees have lights on them. And let's see. Yeah, they're okay. They seem to be okay. You know, I was mad at the dogs. I really was. I was yelling at them, but it's not their fault. They're wrestling. You know, they don't know. They're running around. Cooper doesn't know how big his body is and all that. So it's really not their fault. But I was like, dogs. I want to choke them like chickens. So anyway, so that kind of put it like a little damper in my mood. And then I said to myself, you know what? I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna get my bustier on because I honestly didn't want to put a bustier on yet. So I said I'm gonna stay in my jammies because I don't have to get dressed till later anyway, till the play. So I said I'm gonna stay in my jammies. I'm gonna come on and talk to them and chat with them because when I chat with you guys, it does make me feel better and it helps me. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm getting ready to do the red velvet cake. I already prepared the pans. You have to put the, I need 2 of these size pans. I don't have 2 of these, so I have one of this and one of this, but they're the same exact size pan. This one just has the little handles on them. So you had to put parchment paper, and then you had to spray the pan on the sides and the bottom of even the parchment paper so it won't stick. Okay, so now I'm gonna get going on the cake. I haven't had hot coffee, if I can tell you, probably in 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, maybe less. My stomach the last couple of days has not been good. My appetite's been crappy. I don't know. I just not feeling that great. Anyway, my husband made the box coffee, the fresh coffee, not the pods this morning, the strong one. And usually the strong one is pretty good, good with my stomach. I just hope because I have somewhere to go tonight. I don't need any issues with the D word. If you don't know the D word, that's the diarrhea. I use the D word because I don't like to say that word because I don't feel it's pleasant. Anyway, guys, if you're new here, I'm a little chatty. Yeah, see, I'm a little chatty, which is good because it helps me. It helps me come out of whatever I'm feeling inside of all that dread that I have going on in my stomach. So let's get going on this, all right? So I just want to heat up my coffee a little bit. Let me shut this light again. No need to keep that light on in the living room when nobody's in there. All right, let's get going. Now this recipe doesn't call for butter because it calls for all right, so it says here, preheat oven to 325. Let's do that. So that's done. Then I did the pans already. In a large bowl, whisk together sugar, eggs, sour cream, vegetable oil, vanilla, and food coloring. All right, let's bring this over here a little bit because I want you guys to be able to see what I'm doing. So let's bring this over here. This thing, you know, I've used it a whole hell of a lot this season. It's really kind of messed up. I haven't really, I mean, I wiped it down, but I haven't gone crazy because I'm using it so much. But Yeah, so don't judge me, guys. It is what it is. We're just making cookies and stuff, and dough and all that kind of stuff. All right, so here we go. All right, so it says, in a large bowl, whisk together egg, sour cream. Let's put the whisk thing on. Yeah, somebody told me the other day, a couple of people said that not that they said I was doing it wrong, but they said I should use the paddle. I guess the paddle? Is this the paddle or is this the paddle? For the dough. Maybe this is it here, rather than the whisk. I was mixing instead of, I guess, blending or, doing the dough in the other way. I don't know. So anyway, I always just use the whisk thing, but, so yeah. But I'll do that next time. So let's see. In a large bowl, I'm going to repeat myself 15 times because this is what I do. All right. In a large bowl, okay, whisk together sugar. All right, let's do the sugar. How much sugar do I need, guys? 2 cups granulated sugar. All right. Now this recipe that I'm doing makes the 2 cakes, so I don't have to double it or anything like that. All right, so let's do 2 cups of the granulated sugar, because it does have regular sugar in it. It's not sugar-free, it's gluten-free. Okay, 1, right? So we got 2 cups of sugar. Let's cover this. Put this over here. Let's try to be as organized as we can. I'm drinking coffee and I'm also drinking some of my drink that I have in here from last night. Because honestly, I don't know if I'm feeling the coffee that much. All right. Just gonna leave it on the side. All right, all right, so I gotta do 4 eggs. So I'm gonna take them out of this thing because I like to do the eggs in here because, the whole shell thing. It happens a lot and I don't need to be worrying about shells in there and getting in there and then having to siphon them out of there. I can siphon them out of here easier, so I rather take the time to do that. I don't do it all the time. A lot of times I just put it right directly in the bowl, and then I'll do it, and then I'll regret it because I'm like, oh my God, there's a shell in there, and now I got to get it out. So I'm just trying to make it easier. But I'm not a perfect person. All right, so that's 4 eggs, okay? So 4 eggs. There's no shells. There's clear shells. This bothers me. I always do this because I feel like we leave some stuff in there. So even though it's just white, I like to get the whole thing in there. All right. Okay, so sugar, eggs, sour cream, and vegetable oil. Sour cream I need, let's go back to the measurements. What's the sour cream? 1, oh my God, I have my glasses on and everything and I can't even read this. What is that? 1 1/3 cup sour cream. And I always put sour cream in my cakes, which is odd that this calls for sour cream. Because these things are such a pain in the butts. They have a little thing on there, but when you go to pull it, it doesn't work. I don't get it. Like, it frustrates me. All right, 1 1/3 cup of sour cream. Let's find the 1 cup. Is this the 1 cup? I gotta make, no, see this? My 1 cup looks like a 1, my 3/4 cup looks like a 1 cup. Oh, here's the 1 cup. I just used it. Or doy. Okay, 1 1/3 cup of sour cream. Let's use this since we have it. And this is a lot of sour cream. This is what makes this cake moist. Like I said, when I do my my cakes, not my cookies. I've never put it in my cookies, I don't think. But when I do my cakes, I always put sour cream in it, whether it calls for it or not. Always. If you know, if the recipe doesn't call for it, I still put a little sour cream. 95% of the time, unless I forget, because you know that's very possible. Sometimes I'll be like, oh shoot, I didn't put my sour cream in it, you know. I just like to, because I think it really, really does add to a cake. And not a lot, couple spoonfuls, teaspoons, but maybe a tablespoon, maybe a little more. It depends on how I feel at that moment. No set rate, guys. All right, so we got all of this out of here, and then I got to do 1/3. Here's 1/4. I was listening to Christmas music while I was pausing and getting my life together over here. All right, 1/3. So I just want to say thank you to all of my subscribers and my old subscribers, my new subscribers, my all subscribers. I love all of you guys, and I appreciate your loyalty and I really do. Like, you know, I don't say it often, and I just really appreciate you watching and you talking and, you know, with me, and just really, really being loyal and always being here. And I appreciate all of you. If I don't say it often, just know that I do love you all, and I appreciate all of you. And I love doing this. You know, it's just who I am. It really is. And I found this year is a lot different. I'm really finding my, like I really, really, really enjoy baking a lot more than I used to. And which is odd, because I always liked to bake, but I wasn't a big baker. But this year I'm really into it, and I feel like I might do something with it, with baking and cooking. I don't know. I got a lot going on in my head. All right, so let's read that again so I can know. Sugar, eggs, sour cream, okay, and vegetable oil, and vanilla, and food coloring. All right, so how much vegetable oil do I need? I'm telling you, I need a magnifying glass, even with my glasses. I just want to make sure that says 3/4. It's so little. Like, put it bigger, people. Jeez. 3/4 cup vegetable oil. Okay, here's 1/4, so let's do 3. We gotta do 3 of these, right? 1. See, this is the difference in this cake. Most of the cakes, well, not most of the cakes, but you know, I find anyway. Most of the cakes do use butter, but this is a vegetable oil. Vegetable oil is what makes the cake really moist too. I don't know if you guys know that, but butter and vegetable oil is what makes the cake really moist. All right, so this is 3. All right. Let's move this over here since we used it already. Put it over here. I like to put things over there when I use it already. This way I know that I used it and I don't have to really guess, which who knows, you know, most of the time I do anyway. All right, sour cream, vegetable oil, vanilla. Okay, so I got 1, we got to do 1 tablespoon vanilla. And you know what that means, right, guys? It means a little extra. I thought I needed vanilla the other day. I had Julie buy me one the other day, last week. And then I didn't even remember that I had this one in there. And then when I went to the store, I'm like, oh, I think I need vanilla again. And I bought another vanilla. So it's okay, because vanilla is something that you always use. And I use a lot of baking and stuff, so it's not a big deal. All right, so we need 1, what did I say? What did I say, guys? 1 tablespoon. So that's a big booty tablespoon. So we'll do just a little bit more than a tablespoon. I don't do it too much over, because, you know, vanilla is expensive, but, you know, hey, what are you going to do? All right, vanilla done. And now I got to do the food coloring. Julie bought the red gel food coloring. So how much food coloring do I have to put in here? 2 teaspoons of red gel food coloring. 2 teaspoons. What? 2 teaspoons red gel food coloring. Okay. 2 teaspoons. Because it is a red velvet cake. Yeah, I'm using my teeth. It's the easiest thing to do, guys. I know it's not good, but I'm not touching the vanilla in my, you know, the vanilla is not being contaminated or anything. Because I'm sure I'll hear that from somebody. Linda! Linda! What are you doing? Listen, people, I'm not going to go for it. I'm just going to block you. All right. No, I don't do what? Look at my lip. I just got red food coloring on my lip. I hope it comes off because I got to go out tonight. Ah, I love it. Okay. What did I say? I said 2 teaspoonfuls. Okay, so 1 and 2. Gotta be careful with this. I don't want to get it all over the house and myself like I just did already on my lip. All right, look, guys, let's cover this up. I'm just gonna put this over here because that's it. All right. All right. Whisk together sugar, eggs, sour cream, vegetable oil, vanilla, and food coloring. All right. Divide the cake batter into the prepared cake pan. Bake. Wait a minute. Oh, I have to add the flour yet and stuff. But I have to whisk this first. All right, let's just get that done. All right, so the flour I need, let's see how much flour. And here's the flour, guys, all-purpose, gluten-free flour. This is like $12, I think, $12, literally. That's what you said. All right. Oh, cool. This looks nice. Let's scrape a little bit. I like to scrape, even though if it doesn't say scrape, it's very watery. Well, obviously it's going to be watery because there's no flour in it. Adore, Linda. Okay. Scrape a little bit. All right, so now I have to add, let's whisk it one more time. You don't want to over mix a cake, a cookie batter, anything like that, because you'll have tough everything, okay, guys? All right. Add flour, cocoa powder, baking soda, and salt. Okay, let's do this now. All right, so a half a cup of unsweetened cocoa powder. That's another thing I have a lot of up there is cocoa powder. Because I bought it thinking I didn't have it. But I make loads of brownies in this house. So that cocoa powder will never, ever, ever in this life go to waste. All right, where's a half a cup? Do I even have a half a cup out here or did I use it? No, that's a cup. 1/4 of a cup. 3/4 of a cup. Oh, 3/4 of a cup? I could have did that before. I didn't even realize that. 2/3 cup. Where's my half a cup? Oh, I'll use this half a cup. Just making sure it's dry. I don't know how it got a little wet. All right, so I need 1/2 cup unsweetened cocoa powder. Right? just baffles me because doesn't cocoa powder make things chocolate looking? So what's the sense of putting the red stuff in it? I don't know. I'm just doing what I'm told. All right, salt, 3/4. Jesus, 3/4 teaspoon. So let's find the 1/4. Oh, here's 3/4 teaspoon. Oh, okay. Seems like a lot of salt. Right? It says 3/4 teaspoon. That's what it says. That's what I'm doing. Okay, 1/4 teaspoon of baking. Let's do baking soda. Okay, here's baking soda. 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, guys. Sorry, I always tell Jenny back up, and I should tell myself that because I'm doing the same thing. All right, baking, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Okay, let's find the 1/4 teaspoon. 1/4 teaspoon. I love these spoons. My friend Lily sent me these. I love you, Lily. Thank you. She's a doll. 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. No, baking soda. And I repeat myself a lot, guys, because, you know, I'm old. And I just need to make sure that I'm doing it right. You know? So, I like to make sure. And so, I double, triple, quadruple check. Baking soda, 1/4 teaspoon. Baking soda, not powder. Right, okay. There we go. All right, now we got baking powder. Baking powder is 2 teaspoons. All right. 2 teaspoons of baking powder. This is a teaspoon, not a tablespoon. All right. 1. 2. Alright, I did salt. Right, yes, I did salt. I did the cocoa powder. I did the baking soda and the baking powder. Let's just make sure. Oh, now I gotta do the flour. Because flour is the main thing. Flour, I need 2 and the thing is, guys, my fingers just don't work right. I'm telling you, I gotta go for that arthritis. Between the arthritis and the carpal tunnel syndrome that the doctor said I have, I'm a mess. Sunset banana bread? That's good. All right, so what did I say now? Let's see. I just want to make sure I'm going to make this big because I need to make sure. Okay. 2 2/3 cup gluten-free flour. All right, so now I use this cup for the sour cream. So let's just wipe this out a little bit. So I'm not using another cup. I'm not looking for another cup. And I really don't feel like washing this now, but it just has the sour cream in it. All right. So 2 2/3 cup all-purpose flour. Gluten-free flour. That's the whole purpose of the gluten-free. Whoops. I don't want to lose any of that because this is expensive. I should put it on. Oh, it's too late now. All right. 2 cups. All right. Here's 1. And 2. One of Julie's friends has a nut allergy, so I forgot from this year, but last year I remember making a few, just making sure that nothing that was contaminated for her. And I totally forgot this year, and so 2. And so I really didn't, you know, I didn't pay attention, and you can't not pay attention. So there was just cookies. Okay, 2 and 2/3. Okay, there was cookies that I know didn't have any nuts or chocolate or anything. 2/3. All right, 2/3. So I was, you know, I gave her those, and I just was nervous because I said, Julie, I don't want to take any chances. This girl, you know, she's got a nut allergy. That's just, you know, she has like an EpiPen that she doesn't bring with her to work. So I was like, just give her those, just give her a few of those cookies, and that's it. I can't be worried about contaminating her. You know, I didn't put really nuts in anything, but peanut butter she's allergic to, and all that. So, you know, I didn't want to take a chance of anything. All right, so here we go. Flour's done. All right. Just put this in here. Get it out of the office. All right, so let's just double check, guys. We got cocoa powder, baking soda, salt, and the flour. Divide, okay. Whisk vigorously or stir to combine. Okay, I'm gonna whisk it vigorously. Let's go a little bit slow first until we incorporate the flour. And then we'll do it. Let's get the edges here. And then we'll whisk it vigorously. But like I said, I don't want to over mix this, because that's the worst thing you could do to a cake. What are you doing, troublemaker? Let me let Cooper out. Hey, get out of there. Get out of that room. You gotta go out. Go out. Come on. Let me just check this, guys. I'm just gonna pull the sides out again, and then we'll do it another minute. And that's it. I'm not gonna over mix this because, like I said, I don't want it to be tough. Oh yeah, it has a little of the red tint to it, I guess. The cocoa powder doesn't completely, you know. The dog's always barking. Because the Amazon man's probably out there. Because, you know, everybody's getting Amazon packages. Including me. So I wrapped some presents last night, guys. I was sitting and watching television, and I'm like, I'm sitting here like I can just relax if I want, which I was. And I was debating, should I make Christmas crack? Because I want to make a little bit more Christmas crack for my family because I don't have enough of it from last time. So I said, do I feel like doing Christmas crack, or should I sit here at the table and watch some shows, my soap opera, and wrap some presents? And I was like, you know what? I'm going to wrap some presents. And so it was good. I felt accomplished afterwards because I got a lot of presents to wrap too, you know. It's never ending. Okay, so let's get the cakes in here. All right, this is all. Move this over. Let's unplug this to be safe. And for me, it's okay if there's a little bit of, like powder, like you see a little bit of the powder in here, like the flour. I don't care. I'd rather do that than have an over. Oh my God, you scared me. Oh, I forgot you were coming home. It's better than that than having an over mixed cake, guys. You know what I mean? So I'm just making sure that this is good, and then I'm gonna pour the cake into the pan. Alright. So it says, divide the cake batter into the prepared pans. Okay, until cake, okay, so for 25 to 30 minutes. Alright, do 1. And let's do 2. Yeah, this one definitely needs more.
What you making?
Making Julie's, I'm making Bella's gluten-free red velvet cake.
Oh, that's nice of you.
Yeah, I know, isn't it?
Oh boy. Oh, it was fun today.
Wait a second, I'll pause it a second.
Oh, that's your pause.
Huh?
I thought you paused.
Oh, no, I'm not pausing. I tell you guys, you gotta be strong to bake cakes and stuff, because between the mixing, woo! Between the mixings and the pouring, and it's just,
And the patience.
and the patience, it's a lot. Physically, it's a lot, you know? You don't realize it, but it is. And I think that's even. Alright, let me get a little bit more out of here, and then whatever's left, I'm not going to do it on camera because, you know, I've gotten backlash for that, and I don't really care. This is my kitchen, and, you know, but people could be nasty, but it's fine. Alright guys, so let me just wash my hands, and then I'll be back. I'm going to put these cakes in for 25 to 30 minutes, and then I'll be back with you guys. Alright guys, so there's 7 minutes left. I just peeked at it. They look good. So what they say is to let it cool. After it comes out, let it cool. After it comes out clear with the toothpick for a few minutes, for 5 minutes, and then take it all out of the pan and put it on a cooling rack and let it cool down completely. So Julie's not frosting it until I think tomorrow. So I'm gonna I'll do that whole thing, cool it off, and then we'll put it in the fridge probably and keep it until tomorrow till she frosts it. So yeah, so right now what I'm gonna do is I want to bake some more of the jelly-filled cookies. So let me get that recipe up and get moving on that. All right, guys. It said 25 to 30 minutes, and I checked them, and they weren't. They still kind of had some gooiness, you know, in the toothpick. But I just took them out now because I don't want to overbake them. And I just checked them, and they have a little bit, so they're good now. So I gotta let them cool here for 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna take them off, put them on the cooling rack, and let them completely cool. So yeah. In the meantime, I'm gonna do I'm going to do my jelly-filled, 2 batches of my jelly-filled cookies. The thumbprint cookies. Since I have everything out and I'm motivated, I'm just going to get it done. I have time. Then I got to eat something for lunch because I'm hungry. I didn't eat anything today yet. It's 12:30. So yeah. We'll do that. But let's get this started first. Oh, shit. Alright, so tune, I got to sift. Sift first 2 1/4 cups of flour. And you guys have seen me do this recipe a couple days ago, last week. So I don't know if I'm going to show you the whole thing, but is this a copy? Alright, 2 1/4 cups of flour, so that means I have to double it because I'm doing a double recipe. That thing's gonna go off in a minute, and I'm gonna have to get the racks out and straighten it. Give me 1 second, guys. So, guys, the cookie dough is all done for the thumbprints. I took a second to stop and made a little tuna fish slider with lettuce and cheese because I'm hungry. And these are perfect size for me. Really. So I'm gonna eat. And then what I have to do is open this so I can get a drink. Ow. I have to, why is this giving me an issue? I have to make the balls, shape the balls, and then it has to go in the freezer for 45 minutes before I bake them. So, I don't know what's going on with this. I can't get it open. My husband's not here. He's working. Darren's upstairs. So I'm not asking him. So I'm just going to take a cup. Because I don't have the patience for it. Maker, guys, and it sometimes it gets a little wet, and so when it goes in here it freezes together, so we gotta separate it. So I'm just gonna pour some peach. Did I show you the cakes? The cakes came out perfect. I don't know if I showed you. They came out absolutely perfection. They really did. Now I can't open this. I think it's because my hands are very greasy. Now I can't open this top. Yeah, they came out really good, guys. So I'm really excited about that. All right, let's pour this. I'll be back in a second. All right, guys, so I'm making these little balls. I'm using the small scooper because, like I said, I got to freeze these for 45 minutes before I can bake them. So I'm just doing that. I'm using this little scooper here, the best one, so they'll all be basically the same size. Give or take, you know, a few. I'm just making them and then rolling them. I'm gonna finish this. I'm gonna see how I feel after they're done. I'm probably, I gotta see if I have time. If I have enough time to bake them before I leave, I'll do that. I was just thinking also, I don't know what we're gonna have for dinner tonight. I don't know. The play's in the middle of dinner. It's 5:45, 6 o'clock. So I don't even know what we're gonna do. I'm exhausted already, so I don't even know if I'm gonna do anything else. What is he flipping Whoops. So we'll see. We're going to play it by ear. I'm not worried about it. I'm really not. Everybody can fend for themselves. I don't know. I'm tired. Sorry, guys. 1 second. Yeah, so we'll see. Frankie's still away. And so it's just the four of us still. Julie's working. Billy's working. Yeah, I find it's easier to make the balls, you know, to scoop them and then just do rounded balls quick. This is two batches. Whenever I make these, I make 2 batches. I think the last time I made 3. I made either the first time or 4. I might have, no, I think I did. Yeah, I think I did 3. But this time I'm just doing 2. Because like I said, I'm giving some out and I want to be able to share them. You know. And my family's, this is one of my family's favorite. I was going to make walnut crescents. I'm too tired. I can't even get that done. So I'm really the only one who eats those and other family members. So I'm not making those. We were going to do honey balls. I don't know if we're going to be able to do honey balls. I don't know. Maybe for the New Year's. Maybe we'll do New Year's Day or something. We'll make a small batch of honey balls. I don't know. I'll see. But not right now. I did a lot of chocolate this year. And a lot of cookies, and there's one other thing that I want to do, like I said, tonight or tomorrow. I want to make one more batch of the Christmas crack. So everybody loved that. It went over really well. But as far as that, the chocolate right now, maybe for New Year's, I don't know. I might do a little more. Right now we got enough, and I'm done. I'm done. So I'm on new medication. Well, I'm on a new cholesterol pill, like I told you guys. And I'm also on, I'm on gabapentin now for my neuropathy. And my carpal tunnel syndrome. I have to make an appointment at a surgeon. The doctor wants me to go to a surgeon for that. I'm not having surgery, I'm telling you right now. But after the holidays, I will do that. I'm gonna make all my appointments for February, the beginning of February. Because I'm not doing anything major until after my cruise. So I will make the appointments. I have my my mammogram when I come back from the cruise. I think the week after or something like that. A couple of days after. So that I have to get done. And then I'll make appointments for February for the heart test. And she wants me to get a colonoscopy. If my insurance covers the Cologuard, I'm going to do that. If it doesn't, then I'm going to have to get a colonoscopy. So we'll see. Because I'm way overdue. Hubby, too, has to get one. So, not looking forward to that. But I'm not going to think about that now. Right now, I'm focusing on the major immediate things and that stuff. So That's all you can do. You got to take one thing at a time, especially me, because I get overwhelmed with too much stuff. And then what happens is, if I get too overwhelmed, I don't do anything. And that happens a lot in my life. But that's the way it goes. So I had that one sandwich, and I'm very satisfied. I'm kind of a little bit full, not overly full, but full. And yeah, sometimes what I don't do is my appetite's not good, and I, instead of like stopping and eating breakfast or eating a lunch, I'll just pick. Like I'll pick on a cookie, or I'll pick on a pretzel, or I'll pick on piece of cheese, you know, and I'm not getting any protein by doing that, and just not, you know, so I really got to get myself together. My weight's good. The doctor said I'm holding on to my weight, which is great. Like I told you guys, I'm giving myself, I give myself a 10-pound window with the weight loss, because I can't be perfect, and you know, I like to eat. I like my food, so I'm just gonna give myself a 10-pound leeway. Like, I don't want to go over the 10 pounds that I want to be able to maintain. And so right now, honestly, I am over. I'm 4 pounds over, and that's fine. I'm 154. I want to stay at 150. But like, I'm just giving myself grace for the holidays, and then after the holidays, I'm going to start walking and doing some stuff and focusing on that kind of stuff and all of that, and my health more than anything. So I know people say, why do you have to wait till after the holidays? I have this one lady who says, why do you have to wait till after the holidays to get your sugar in order? I get it, and it's not 100%. I can't do 100% right now. Oh, you scared me. I can't do 100% right now, so 80, 90, or 50, 75, 80 is sufficient, and that's all. I don't have to answer to anybody but myself, guys, so that's it. All right, so I'm just going to finish doing these balls. I'm going to get this down in the freezer, because these have to freeze for 45 minutes. And I'll be back.